And welcome, it's Dan. Hope you're well today. Happy Monday. It's Monday the 11th of November if you're listening to the podcast. So we're going to talk about Facebook ads today because I was thinking over the weekend. We've got a special offer out there, as you may notice. But I was thinking about why our clients actually decided to sign up with us to run their Facebook ads. And there's kind of four main reasons, and we'll run through those. And obviously, as ever, if you've got a question that you would like to ask, then just hit me up and we can do that as well. I'm just double checking that we are live, and I think we are. OBS seems to be struggling right now for some reason, and Restream, but I think we're live. Hopefully we are. Just double check before we continue. Yeah, I think we are live. I don't know why it's so difficult to actually check, but I think we are live anyway. Let's hit recording anyway. That will help just in case we're not live. Okay, so welcome to the podcast show. My name's Dan Latto, and I hope you're having a great day, great start to the week. In this podcast show, I want to talk to you about why our clients came and chose us for their Facebook ads. And as you may know, we've run a digital marketing agency for quite some time now, and we've got a lot of in-house expertise, and because of that in-house expertise, we tend to generate a lot of interest in people coming over to us to use us for their Facebook ads. And I think one of the reasons why, in fact there's four main reasons why, we'll run through those in this session today. So the main reason really is because the enhancement of the return on investment, and so an enhanced ROI is what I'm trying to say there. And so what does that mean? It's just a load of jargon, just a load of words. And this is what tends to happen, is that when a business owner goes, oh, you know what, I'm going to run some Facebook ads, they run some Facebook ads and then they get nothing, right? The only kind of result that they get is a hole in their bank balance, because they've just spent a whole bunch of money running Facebook ads. They don't really know what they're doing. They also don't really understand the interface and how that works, and it changes every other week anyway. It drives us insane. Drives us insane, and we use it every day. Imagine what it's like for clients who are trying to get to grips with using the Facebook ad interface. It's just not that simple, and I wish it was. And so what happens is that they spend a lot of time getting adverts up and running, and then when they spend the time getting the adverts up and running and they're now out there and live, the adverts themselves don't actually do the job that they're supposed to do, which is convert people into potentially leads or sales. And so you end up spending a lot of money as a business owner just putting content out there, getting nothing back really, getting no conversions, no leads, no sales, and all that's happening is that you might as well just take £20 out of your pocket, go give it to Mark Zuckerberg, and let him set fire to it and whatever, because that's basically the same level of result that you're getting. And so if you don't know what you're doing, it's really easy to make a mistake. And it's like this, if someone says to you, we're going to save some money on this Ryanair flight. We're going to get Dan to land the plane for you. We know he's not a qualified pilot, and we know he's got no experience whatsoever and doesn't understand the controls even. Doesn't know where the landing gear is, for example. But you know what? It's going to save us some money, and let's get Dan just to land this plane. Do you think you'd get on that Ryanair flight? Most people wouldn't get on a Ryanair flight to begin with, but would you get on that plane and let good old Dan land that plane despite not knowing what he's doing? Of course you wouldn't. When it comes to Facebook ads, and most business owners are in the same position, they don't know how it works, they don't know where stuff is, they don't know where all the buttons that does all the gubbins is, and so they give it their best shot, and all that happens is they crash and burn and end up spending a huge amount of money and getting nothing back. And so when we ask our clients, why did you choose us? Why did you come to us to outsource your Facebook ads and use a third-party company to run it for you? And it's because, the answer is, well, you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what you're doing. So why would we not use somebody that actually understands Facebook and understands how it works and understands what buttons to press, and then not just understands the buttons, but understands what's the landing page, what's the advert, what's the message, what's the split test, what copy are we using, and what words are we going to change, and what images are we going to change, and where should the person's eyes be looking? Should we be looking straight at you, or should we be looking off to the side? Do we even want a person's eyes on the advert? Eyes actually makes a big difference. All of that is really, really important stuff, and it all adds up to a better return on investment in your Facebook ads investment. The next reason why our clients said they came to us is that we have access to experts. and we're experienced as not just Facebook ads agency, but as a Google ads agency as well. We run a heck of a lot, actually. We spend a lot of other people's money putting out adverts. And believe me, when I say we're responsible for spending thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds every single week, we don't take that lightly. Like, that's really important to us. We treat that money as though it's ours. I'm a tight northerner. Well, I'm from the north, so therefore I must be tight. So I'm a tight northerner. And I hate spending money. In fact, I got a car parking ticket here, and it's 50 cents. Do you think I'm going to claim 50 cents off my tax? Hell yes. That's how tight I am. I'm a tight northerner. And we treat our clients' money the same as we would treat our money. It's really, really important that we get the best return for that client. And the reason why we're able to get the best return for that client is that we've got so much experience in running not just Facebook ads, but Google ads and LinkedIn and Twitter ads over the last 10 years. But we actually know what we're doing. And we understand the interface inside out and back to front. And we know how to do it. And we know how to run split tests and compare different adverts. And we know what words to change. We know what images to change. And all of that stuff that makes a really good Facebook ads campaign or a Google ads campaign work. We've got that experience. And can we do better? Can we do more? And absolutely we can do more, because the adverts that we ran a year ago simply won't run as well today. And the adverts we ran last month won't run as well as the adverts we run today, because it's an ever-changing world out there. Not just the interface that changes on Facebook, people's psychology changes. Like, do you think there might be a difference in psychology after, say, Donald Trump won the last election, after Labour won the last election, after COVID, after Brexit? All those points in time have changed the way in which people operate on social media on a daily basis. The lack of trust, for example. Nobody trusts anything anymore. So the trust factor has to be there when you're running adverts online. And if you've not got that in place, then it's not going to work. And then it changes. It just continually changes over time. And so we asked our clients, why else do you come and use us for their Facebook ad projects? And it's one of the big answers was it allows them to focus on their core business activities. So try and use somebody who's not an example, if possible. Try and pick an industry. Let's choose property, shall we? Let's choose estate agents. Estate agents would be a good one. The estate agent's job is to answer the phone, book viewings in, go do the viewings, go follow up on the viewings. That's one aspect. And then another aspect of an estate agent's job is to go view a listing. A listing is a potential house that they might be able to sell if they can persuade the owner. To go view the listing, persuade the owner, bring the listing on board, and then upload the advert, and then the advert goes out, and we can run Facebook ads for that advert, for example, in a local catchment area, which works really well. And actually, one of the reasons why you want to do that is not to get the property sold, because you can just upload it to Rightmove and so on, and everybody knows that, and you can go to Rightmove, and yeah, you might get lucky and sell it using Facebook ads. But you know the main reason why estate agents use Facebook ads is to get the listing. They might post the listing out onto Facebook, and Joe Bloggs, who's got a house, wants to sell his house. He sees that. He's the one who's clicking that link, not the buyer. You might get lucky, you might sometimes get buyers, but you really want to be bringing on listings, because getting the listing is the hardest part of being an estate agent. What that allows the estate agent to do is go focus on their core business activities, like bringing on those listings and speaking to people and networking and putting viewings together so that those listings might get sold, and then doing all the follow-ups. If you're so focused on creating Facebook ads and making sure all the software works and all the images work and all the wording works and the sales funnel that has to be in place when you're running a Facebook ad campaign, if you're focused on that, what are you not doing in your business? Like, how busy are you not? Like, you shouldn't be have as much spare time as that to be able to go and do something as complicated as Facebook ads. And when I say complicated, I mean anyone can run a Facebook ad. Getting a Facebook ad to run properly, completely different thing. And then just finally, the main reason why our clients came over to us was just that we had experience in managing budgets efficiently. And it's like, well, what does that mean? Well, your budget when you're running a Facebook ad is how much money is going into the adverts. And then it's not just about financial budgets. It's about time budgets. How much time you're spending. So when we take on a client we're running campaigns, we do split testing for various campaigns. We test different headlines and different text and videos versus photographs and different imagery and so on. And then different landing pages to see which landing pages are converting the best. And we're making all these little micro changes throughout the period of a campaign. It's not just about how much money you're spending. It's about how much time you're spending, which again, you can't then spend time on Facebook ads and then, where's that time going to be spent on your business? Well, you can't, because you're spending all that time on Facebook ads, which is what we're talking about core business activities before. So this is really, really important in managing the budget that you've got, making sure that you're not going over, making sure that you're not getting caught by auction fever. When your budget's 100 grand and the house is going over 101, but you keep on bidding. That's what a lot of business owners tend to do when they're running their own Facebook ads, because they just think chucking more money at the problem will solve the problem. Whereas usually it's not that. It's a combination of different factors. Sure, that might be one of them, but different headline, different text, different images, different landing pages, different messaging, different audience. There's so many different ways to look at this, and you can spend all day long looking at this and still never get it right. And the reason you don't get it right is because it's a combination of all these things. It's a combination of all the access of the access to experts in-house and getting access to people with experience. It's about being able to manage that budget effectively. It's about being able to change the headline and the text and the copy and the images and the landing pages and the messaging and the target audience and the age group. And is it mainly female? Is it mainly male? Is it men over 35 to 55? Is it female from 25 to 35? What is that? There's a whole bunch of circular combinations where you plug into one and this changes, you plug into that one and that changes. And getting that right is where the experience and the expertise actually comes into it. And so if you are struggling with Facebook ads to make them work, or you want to run some Facebook ads, or if you're struggling with Google ads, you're just blowing your budgets and not quite sure what's going on, and not sure how to improve that, then that's definitely something that we should probably have a chat about. Anyway, a very quick one today. I just wanted to share why our clients come over to us, users for their Facebook ads outreach, outsourcing, I should say. And if you've got any questions, just hit me up. Other than that, we'll catch up with you later. My name's Dan Latto. Have a good day. Take care. Hey, it's Dan here. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Please click like or subscribe to the entire podcast.